Boozing with gays.
You know you have to play it again. Play it again. We're gonna go that way somewhere.
Boozing with gays.
Listen, see what I can do? I'm magical. Magical.
Yeah.
Just like a unicorn. Here, move your glass.
Hey, everybody.
We're still organizing. We're still figuring it out.
Putting it together, bit by bit.
But we have
Putting it together.
How are you today, honey?
Child, this has been a long day. It has been a very, very long, kind of emotional day, really, when you think about it.
Well, I think it's more emotional for you than me.
I think it is. I don't want to talk about it, but let's, it's been a lot.
I wasn't going to dive in. I don't want to talk about it. He put his hand up. Hand up.
Barbara Haas is here. That's all that really matters.
About it.
That's all that really matters.
Not going to do it.
Here.
No.
By the way, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, we having a chi-chi or a shishi, whatever you want to call it.
Chi-chi, I think.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
That is so yummy. I want many chi-chis.
Vodka, pineapple juice, creme of coconut, lime juice, ice, and we added something special to it.
We added something special.
We took frozen pineapple chunks and threw it in there and blended it in.
The blender. But so this is basically a pina colada with vodka. Basically,
and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yes.
We might not get through this whole hour.
Well, you've been that way lately. You've been very
like
you take sips and all of a sudden you're like gone
that is
with the
so
wind.
good.
My hair's just flying.
Because you have a fan on you, boo.
I have a fan
you have a
on
fan. Kathy Walker, let's ready to booze. Come on now. Hey, Ron. So y'all, can we talk about just one little thing that's not on our list yet?
Well,
I
was going to talk about something else, but that's okay. Go ahead.
I just want to talk one thing.
He does.
Put in the comments, what do you think was in Mar-a-Lago?
Oh, exactly.
What do you think was in Mar-a-Lago?
The one thing I know was not in Mar-a-Lago.
Melania.
No, Ivana. Does that mean? I think that was mean. Too soon?
Too soon? Hey, Harrison.
We'll talk about poor Ivana's resting place in a bit. My God, that's the weirdest story of the day.
I know.
We have a lot to cover today.
I know. Let's do our fair use. Let's get in there, Bill Ambrom. How you doing, baby?
Okay.
Hi, Madonna.
Well, I'm in the wrong place.
You're always in the wrong place, but at the right time.
Moving things around.
Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research, without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. Let's rock and roll.
So I want you to remember that. This is the first time I've ever asked you guys to remember the fair use statement because fair use appears later in the program. Do you know where?
I don't, because here's the deal. I've been in rehearsal
He hasn't been around
all week. Hutch has put this together and said, we're going to talk about this. I was like, okay. So I don't know what the fair use is.
So number one.
Well, I know this is almost happening. Oh,
Sandy.
I'm not the first heartbroken.
Oh my God. I don't know what there was. I felt like growing up, especially after watching Grease and then Xanadu, I felt like Olivia Newton-John was like the perfect American woman. And I know that's a crazy thing to say out loud, but I felt...
Because she wasn't American.
She wasn't American. But I felt like of the way I was raised, that blonde hair and the blue eyes and that kind of very innocence look. And I go, oh, if I could only marry myself and Olivia Newton-John.
Here's the thing that bothers me is when people say the all-American look, because we know that automatically faults to blonde hair, blue-eyed white folks.
But I'm kind of it's kind of a weakness in my upbringing.
Hey John, hi, Tamara.
It should not be the all-American. There should no be all-American look.
There's no such thing as all-American because ain't nobody all-American. We're
too melting potty to be there. If there's an all-American, possibly Native American, but there you are. But no, but in my growing up youth, Bill Ambron knows Hillsborough, California. Well, the blonde hair. Yeah, anyway.
Y'all were just white up in Hillsborough, baby.
We were very white.
Super white. So, I miss Olivia Newton-John, though, because we all know, the gay folks, let's get physical. I want to get physical.
Well, in that video.
Let's get into physical.
What was with
Let me
like the
see
gay
your
men
body
showering
rock.
together in that video?
Didn't matter.
No, that was the best
Didn't
part.
matter.
Let's shower together now.
I was like all up in that.
Now.
And I want to thank the joy that Miss Olivia Newton-John has brought us.
And the other thing that should be mentioned, and I hold this in high esteem. When you listen to people talk about working with her, they all say she was just an amazingly kind, awesome spirit.
Which we should all be in the business.
But that's not you.
Bitch. Let's move on.
Well, I want to bring this up. This just literally flashed on my computer screen.
Yeah.
As we were about to start the show, and it said that Anne Heche has severe brain injury and is not expected to make it. I've not really been following the story, but kind of peripherally, but that is a very sad thing as well.
She was a part of our gay life for a while.
She was a part of it. Yeah, and she...
Oh.
I remember, like, I was working on Another World in New York, and she played the twins Marley and what was the other one's name? Vicky and Marley, and she won an Emmy for that. And the reason why I kind of knew her back then was that I did a version. I've done Antigone twice. One time I did it with him, and the other time I did it with an actress named Debonair, who is married to Rob Morrow, and Debonair was Anne Heche's double because when you do twins on the soap operas, you need the back double, and I guess Devin had the perfect back double to match Anne Heche. And so, yeah.
Who would be my back double?
Who would be your back double?
That's what I went up. Who would be my back double?
Jesse L. Martin.
I think that would be, for me, that would be a back double wide.
Maybe not Jesse L. Martin. Although I haven't seen him recently. Is he wider?
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Miss Usher.
He was kind of your front double for a while.
He was my front double. I wouldn't mind that again. What's up, Zelma? How you doing? Hey, Banks.
As Bill Ambrin said, yes, we were raised
right. All right, so we got some things. You got something you got to do. I don't know what it is.
Do you know what we're going to talk about now, honey?
I have no idea what's happening tonight, y'all.
It's Bits and Bobs.
Okay.
It's a short one.
We got some Bips and Bobs.
There is so much random crap that happened this week. And so before we get into serious news, we just have to dive in. I'm going to show an image. Go.
Oh, that's everyone's childhood. Well, everyone who's over 40. Hey, Jeffrey Warren.
So these are the General Mills monster cereals. I never even knew there was a formal category, but evidently I have never in my life heard of Fruit Brute.
You don't remember Fruit Brute?
I have never heard.
No, Fruit Brute was
Fruit Brute.
Fruit Brute was not strawberry. It was like fruity. Like pebbles. What are those fruity pebbles?
I'm looking at like berries or raspberries.
Yeah, it was like all the different, and they had little, was it ghosts or something in them?
They did. Bill Ambrin, did they have Fruit Brute where we grew up? I don't remember.
No, I gotta tell you this. Count Chocula, ew. Frankenberry, the bomb.
Yeah.
Who wants to talk about Frankenberry? Because that was good.
What about
Booberry? Booberry, I wasn't a big fan of.
I love that.
I think that was my cousin's nickname. Hey, Booberry.
So these were designed by the pop artist Kaws. Do you know him? Kaws, all cap letters, by the way. Kaws! And so they worked with Kaws to come up with this. Evidently, he has a thing where he puts bones at the ears, which you can see Count Chocula, Frankenberry have bones at the ears. And then Booberry has X'd out eyes, another thing he does. Anyway, so he's a pop artist. They worked with him. They released it. And, Fruit Brute hasn't been around forever. And I didn't realize that they released these cereals. Maybe I thought of it, but Halloween time, like they're seasonal.
Maybe that was it. But I think I need to find them now.
I have another weird piece of
Travis Michael Holder's in the room.
So
hey, baby.
Coca-Cola has a new flavor.
What is that?
Do you care to guess?
I need to know. I don't know anything.
Let's see if this image helps you.
All right. What is
It's Dream World. The flavor is Dream World.
What the hell how do you taste Dream World?
It tastes like your dreams, boo.
Honey, unless it tastes like Idris Elba. You want to talk about my dreams? It better taste and smell like Idris Elba.
I have to read this little thing about this. Dream World's cans and bottles come with a QR code that provides access to a virtual augmented reality musical experience where people can listen to music from a DJ avatar and play games. Dream World. It tastes like your dreams.
I'm dreaming about another sip of this.
So-
That's about 20 ounces of vodka.
We're
I
not
ain't
going to
lying to
get
you.
through this at all.
There's like 20 ounces of vodka in these drinks.
So-
Okay.
Something sad happened this week, honey.
So what else happened? I don't know. Is it Fruit Brute?
No, we're off of cereals.
All right. Oh, speaking of sad, hey TLC.
Oh, wow.
Baby, baby, baby.
With those scrubs.
I got so much love for you. What happened when it was sad?
All of their restaurants in Italy closed. Bye-bye Domino's.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
the fact that there were Domino's pizzas in Italy. I want to have a bougie moment. Ready?
Go.
Bougie moment, y'all.
Go.
Here's a bougie moment.
This is a good bougie.
We were in Italy for about 5 weeks for our honeymoon. It was the most amazing time. If I had seen a Domino's pizza in Italy, I would have walked on by. Walked on by. Why would you do that?
Okay, I think they had a plan. Want to know what I think their plan was?
What was their plan?
So the thing that Domino's is known for is that they can get the pizza to you in 30 minutes, right?
All right.
This was a thing that wasn't a big Italy thing. I think
Okay.
getting the food
I'm
to
with
you
you.
quickly. You're with me so far.
All right.
And the plan was that by 2030 they were going to open 880 stores. How many? This is a guess. How many do you think they opened before they closed?
7.
They opened 29.
29. My waist.
The goal was 8. They were not making that. But what happened was COVID happened. And when COVID happened, all of a sudden, all the restaurants figured out how to deliver their food. And it shut Domino's down. So the one thing they could brag on, we can deliver food. All of a sudden, the restaurants in Italy were
My
like,
kids
we can
love
too.
Domino's, and it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart that they love Domino's. Hey, Heidi.
Okay. This is
All right.
yours or
I
not?
just want to say the GOAT.
The goat.
The GOAT. For those of y'all know who the GOAT means, the GOAT, greatest of all time. Miss Serena Williams is retiring. And it is I just want to say thank you, baby, because you have taught us the strength that a black woman has in this world. Because you put up with some of the most bullshit that someone said online last night. When you came on that court, you left that court with white women crying. Every time, because they couldn't beat you, because you were the best, you were the GOAT. And I just want to thank you, if you're listening.
Well, and one more thing I'd like to add.
What's that?
I mean, she's also very socially minded. I mean, she's going to use her platform for the rest of her days.
Yeah.
And she's going to talk out about whatever injustice comes, and she has done so. And that's the other thing about Serena Williams is that she will get out there and talk about
Whatever, baby.
I have an image for you. This was on Insta. Oh, it's Tommy Lee. So I couldn't find one with the whole package. I only found one with the coverage. But Tommy Lee, what the fuck? And he posted.
Well, hey, Vicky. Here's the thing with Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi. I mean, anyone who watched Pam and Tommy on Hulu, I think it was, we know that the man is well respected in the penile world.
RESPECT.
He's very well respected in the penile world. So we just want to say, I couldn't find it. I looked all over for it today.
No, all I found was that.
And Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean really did a penis release.
New thing.
I couldn't find it.
No.
I was like, I can't find it.
It
Why
goes
can't
and then
I find it?
It disappears.
I don't care.
I didn't get a picture of this next one.
What is it?
About Solomon Bates of San Francisco. Well, former San Francisco Giants.
Well, no, it was a different team. I didn't get to do the research I wanted to do on this. A baseball player, pro baseball player. He was on the B team. Solomon Bates came out as gay and came out to say that, hey, guess what? Gays do exist in baseball. But then he made a statement, and I want y'all to comment on this. I got to move this over here because I really need to hear what your comments are on this. You ready? Hey, Linda. Ready. Here we go. His statement was, gay men can play a manly sport if you give us a chance to. Let me, hey, Sherry and Fred are here.
Hey, Sherry and Fred.
Let me say that again. I know why you're laughing.
What?
Gay men can play a manly sport if you give us a chance to.
It wasn't.
It doesn't sit well in my spirit.
No, it wasn't.
Because it is saying that unless you can't be a gay, it's like if there is a cis, hey Vanessa, if there is a cis femme man, right? Cis femme queer man, and he is living his life, or they are living their life, and they can play baseball like a mug, right? It seems to me that you're saying that unless you act manly, you can't play this sport. And that bothers me. Because, honey, I played softball with some queens. I mean, big queens, super big queens, who could knock the hell out of a ball and do things. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Hey, Nancy Lowry. I don't know what, it just bothered me. It's like, no, it's like you don't need to be, to act manly to play a sport. It's just, there's no crying in gays. We got I don't know how to do this, honey. There we go.
Just click it.
There's no crying in gays ball. I don't know. It bothered me. It bothered me. That's all I want to say. Congratulations coming out, but y'all, it bothered me, child. It bothered me.
Okay. Back to an image for you.
Jenny Land, you back, girl? Okay. Can we talk about this? Do y'all know who that is? Hold on. I gotta do one thing real quick, y'all. Hold on.
Blender. Mayday. Will Robinson. That was Shea Coulee. For those of you who don't know, Shea Coulee of RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh my goodness, this is gonna spill, isn't it? I know you.
No, it's not.
I know you and pouring. Microphone. Don't hit microphone. That. Well done. You spilled.
Look at that.
That's okay.
Hey, Bernard Dodson, what's up, baby?
I have the rag.
All right, here we go. You knew I was gonna spill, bitch. You knew. So Shea Coulee. Shea Coulee is making history. Honey, the gays are making history. We are always making history because we are the tea. We are everything.
Yeah, so what's happening?
And our allies who are right behind us are also everything. Just want y'all to know that. But Shea Coulee is the first non-binary person to be cast in a Marvel series on Disney Plus called Ironheart.
And it's very hush-hush. They're not saying what Shea is playing. They're not saying none of it. So we don't have any information. But we just thought, the queen has a part. So that was good. That's good news.
And I know, okay, it's been 2 weeks. Hey, Kurt and Kathy. Hey, Joe Honeywinkle. It's been 2 weeks, but I have to say, spoiler alert. Close your ears if you haven't seen the finale for Drag Race. All-Stars 7.
Are you talking about it?
I'm going to talk about it right now.
Oh. He didn't tell me
There was a sadness in me that Shea Coulee didn't win. I can say that. I'm not going to say who won, but it was a sadness that Shea Coulee didn't.
But also, I'm going to say this. The person who did win was
well-deserved. Well-deserved. Cheers.
Right. Have you noticed a theme up to this point in some of the images that I've shown you?
No.
I'm going to go back, show you an image. Just look at the images. Look at that one.
Look at that one.
That one.
Look at that one.
That one. What do you notice? What did you notice?
They're all pink. This is all pink. Yeah, pink.
My husband did it. So, in the news, it actually started a couple months back, but in the news with a passion this week is Barbiecore.
What the fuck is Barbiecore?
Glad you asked. I have a little film.
This summer, think pink, Barbie pink. It's the hot trend sweeping the nation called Barbiecore. Margot Robbie has transformed into the most famous doll in the world for the upcoming Barbie movie, catapulting the hot pink look mainstream. Kim Kardashian sizzled in this tight, sexy, all-pink outfit. Check out that B for Barbie right on her purse. And high-end fashion line Valentino's entire fall collection is Barbiecore.
Barbie is inclusive, Barbie is smart, and Barbie loves pink most of all.
Barbiecore. So this is what we're learning, and it's in fashion. I mean, you saw the fashion show with all the pink. I mean, it's like going crazy. People are owning Barbie. The movie's not out till next summer.
Okay.
Right? But we're going to be looking at a lot of pink trends, and it doesn't just stop with clothes. There also are trends. So you got your Jonathan Adler Barbie core.
Jonathan Adler, for those of you who don't know, has a whole collection of titty vases too. We own one.
Here is like another shot that was in one art. Look at there's Barbie wallpaper.
This is okay.
And they gave us remember on Ted Lasso, remember when they would do Keely's apartment and like all of her accents are all soft, fluffy, like very pink pillows. So you're going to see a lot of that. That just cracked me up that Barbiecore is in the news. I never knew what Barbiecore was until literally
Can I just
2 days ago.
Years ago.
And then Jennifer Lee Warren was at the show last night in her Barbiecore outfit, wearing a little bit of pink.
Come on now.
You know.
So last night we went to the opening of the prom at the Amazon Theater, and it was delicious, y'all. If you're in LA, go see it. It will warm your heart. It will make you feel so good. It's been a long time that I was like, oh, I need to see this again. I want to see this again. So go see it. We had a great time last night. Thank you, Amazon.
It was fun. I did not know I would like the prom so much. So we saw the movie, Meryl and James Corden and all of them and Nicole Kidman. And then I enjoyed it to a certain extent, but it felt kitschy or something.
Yeah.
The musical, first of all, the talent is crazy top notch. And I just went, oh, this is what it was supposed to be. So
produced by a gentleman I went to college with, Bill Damashki. He's like, okay, we saw him last night.
I don't even know it.
Bill Damashki. It was great. Damashki. It was great. Bernard, we are drinking Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's.
Which is vodka, pineapple juice, and coconut
it's a vodka-based pina colada. So, Lord
delicious.
Voldemort made an appearance this week.
Hold on, I gotta put one thing up here. Move for a second. Because Jennifer Lee Warren just said, there was no Barbie core on me. That was black girl core.
Well, we can say it out loud.
There you go.
So Lord Voldemort made a very unusual appearance this week.
In our nation's 246-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He is a coward. A real man wouldn't lie to his supporters. He lost his election, and he lost big. Liz is fearless. She never backs down from a fight. There is nothing more important she will ever do than lead the effort to make sure Donald Trump is never again near the Oval Office.
I'm Liz Cheney, and I approve this message.
When did you ever think Dick Cheney would leave a message that would be anti another Republican? Like, of that time period, he was the most right Republican.
He shot a man in the face. Reach step and left, he shot a man in the face. I don't know. But here's the thing. Let me just hold up. Before we get on this like bandwagon of Republicans doing the bare freaking minimum.
Oh, I hear what
bare freaking minimum.
I know what you're doing.
Because this man did everything that was wrong, and all of a sudden now you
and made a lot of money. And made a lot of money.
And made a lot of money.
Yeah, so that was
by doing the bare freaking minimum now of like saying,
what was it? Halliburton? Wasn't that Halliburton?
No, I'm sorry. Y'all keep and Liz Cheney, guess what, boo? Thank you for doing your little gig. But wouldn't trust you as far as I can throw you. Cause you ain't said it yet. But you know you don't like me.
This is what I thought though. That's exactly.
He just said what now? Did what now? What him do? I'm on you.
I just saw that and it was.
Oh my God!
It's interesting. So Liz Cheney is going to lose the primary. This is kind of a known quantity.
Wouldn't it be something if she didn't know?
Well, maybe, but
who knows?
Because the guy who I don't even know who she's running against. But
it all depends too. Because if that
you're talking on top of me,
top.
But she's running against a very a pro-Trump individual. That's what I.
Hey, Benet, we love you. What if though? What if? Because all these, Trumpians have been jumping on the bandwagon. They raided his house. It was everything about, going into Mar-a-Lago. And Trump is like, all of a sudden, Merrick Garland baby, Miss Mary
Well,
Garland.
hey, we're getting to that later.
I'm sorry.
You're jumping way ahead.
Hey, John Michael Beck, what's up?
Okay, well, hold
All right,
on.
go.
You're like the BB is going around, and you're grabbing every single.
Honey,
thought
my
at the
brain
same
right
time.
now is like a BB
You're like,
in a
ding, ding, ding,
cornflake
ding,
box. Go.
Oh, but you wanted. I thought you were saying something. You were talking
No,
about
wasn't
if
it?
Liz Cheney wins or whatever. But this is one thing I want to say is it'll be interesting. The projection. Let me finish this thought before you interrupt one more time.
Yes,
the thought has to be finished. So the projection is she's not going to win. She's going to lose the primary. However, my belief is Liz Cheney will be heard from yet again.
Right.
So I imagine she'll be around in some form. I don't know how or what or where. If anyone has insight, speak it up now.
Because, hey, why don't you put up the thing if people want to say something on the show?
Oh, we can
Put
do
up
that.
the thingy. Let people know. If you want to come on and just say something real quick, join our conversation, let us know. Because Papa is putting up, I call him Papa. I like it when he calls me Big Papa. I feel very musical this evening. In my green glasses and TLC
Bitty,
shirt.
bitty, bitty, you hear it? The BB, just going around in the
Yo.
box.
But no, it happened.
This is like when you say to Sebastian, you don't have to say every thought that comes into your.
So nice, though.
You can parse that.
All right, do what you got to do. Go talk about what you got to talk about.
Well, I was impressed that the Inflation Reduction Act actually passed. $260 billion going towards clean energy tax credits. First of all, thank God we're finally acknowledging the environment. Finally.
Because this has been the hottest year ever.
Oh, and they're just talking about how much the Arctic is melting
The Arctic is melting 4 times faster
than it should. Yeah,
it should. The Arctic.
$200 billion in deficit reduction. It allows Medicare to negotiate with drug companies over the prices of prescription drugs. I mean, it's a lot of good stuff. I'm hoping this boosts Biden's ratings a little bit here. So
Because he's at 35%.
Low.
Sorry, Uncle Joe.
He's
Sorry, Uncle
not
Joe.
high.
Sorry, Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction.
Petticoat
Junction.
Oh, you were at a different.
I was at the end. Go.
So the justice system has been in there. So you were beginning to talk about this. I was going to start in a different way, if you'll
All
allow
right,
me.
go. You talk about it.
So I was sort of shocked. I have an image, actually.
All right.
We have that's Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery. I always say his name wrong, but we have both of the justices coming to at least their families, because of course, unfortunately, both these people are dead.
Say their names.
Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery.
There you go.
There we go. So the Merrick Garland announced a federal charge against the 4 police officers that killed Breonna Taylor. The man who, remember he like on the one charge, the state charge or whatever, he shot the gun and went through the thing and it went into the other apartment, and they tried to get him for negligence or whatever.
Yep.
And they cleared him. They said, oh, no. Well, now Merrick Garland has the same guy, his name's Brett Hankinson, and charging him for endangering Breonna Taylor, not the neighbors. So the thing is, Merrick Garland, smart guy.
Yo, Merrick Garland can get this.
And then, going after the other officers that faked the affidavit, knew that they were giving misinformation to the judge when they got the search warrant, their secret meeting in the garage where they said, hey, let's cover up stuff. So all of that stuff's come out. And guess what? All of them are being charged.
Go. Look, here comes a consequence. Look, here comes a consequence. They're selling him right now.
Ahmaud Arbery, the guys that were in charge of his death, the McMichaels family, what a horrible family, I guess. But they already had life imprisonment, and now they've been charged with life imprisonment again. So I don't know what you do. Your life is shot.
They're done.
They're done.
Y'all thought it was funny.
Except they were in state prison. Now they're going to federal prison, evidently.
And people worried about, well, if I go there, they're going to kill me.
Yeah.
They're going to kill me in there if I go. The irony. It's leaking on my leg.
Jose Gomez III, the man who attacked the 2 Asian Americans at the Texas Sam's Club, was sentenced to 25 years.
I missed that one.
For a hate crime, yes.
Good.
It's I'm telling you.
You know what?
The justice system.
Y'all, leave people of color alone.
And then Alex Jones. We got to do Alex Jones. almost $50 million in damages.
Somebody got
one of the parents. The thing is, this is one set of parents.
and there's like, isn't there like 4 more?
There's a bunch more. I'm like, holy moly! Now, granted, it'll that amount, that kind of upwards to 50 million, will be cut back. I don't think they're.
And the thing is, let me talk about this mug,
Yeah.
right? Let's talk about this mug right here. He's still on the radio, y'all.
InfoWars.
He's still on the radio, saying the same
whatever he wants
bull
to say.
that he wants
He
to say.
makes stuff up.
They make some shit up.
I think Sandy Hook was a fraud.
I got to go back to Merrick Garland, though. That was smooth as shit, Merrick. Baby, if
I just had a piece of pineapple.
Merrick Garland needs to go and check his DNA, because there's some Negro up in there. Because that shit he pulled, that was some shit. If you know, you know. But that was some shit. I was like, he let those people sit out there. We want to see it. Give us the thing. We want to see why you went in. Meanwhile, Donald Trump had the whole thing right there in his hand. He could have showed him, but didn't. You know why? But all of a sudden, Merrick Garland.
Do you know you're all over in your story telling right now? It's everywhere. What are you saying?
I had an 8-hour rehearsal and I'm drinking.
We're talking about Alex Jones. You switched to Donald Trump. But yes.
No, because Merrick Garland is like coming in and like.
Well, talk about Mar-a-Lago.
Day.
But here's the deal with Mar-a-Lago. They waited until, there were very few people there. Trump wasn't there around. They just kind of zipped in. Look at all the
everything
saves,
they
all
were
the
supposed
stuff.
to do.
They took away like 12 boxes of stuff after suppoly Trump returned a bunch of stuff. I mean, the whole thing is...
now they're talking about there was nuclear weapon information in
nuclear
there.
weapon information. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
So,
Merrick Garland. George Carlin. Merrick Garland.
Yes.
I'm just like this. But that was some smooth shit, because everybody said, show us what you got. He said, I'm going to show it to you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And everybody's like, we didn't mean it. Donald Trump ain't said shit. We didn't mean it.
But now the backlash of that has been all of the rhetoric that the right has been doing, saying that, when you saw something that said it was just like...
honey.
What did they say? It was like Stonewall?
The log cabin
Republicans. Yeah, the log cabin Republicans said, that was just
racist
like
on a stick.
Yeah, exactly.
Charging
into Mar-a-Lago, where no one gets hurt, and they take boxes that actually belong to the federal government, is just like Stonewall. Yeah, crickets.
Because we're going to fight the police. I just want to, hey, Banks, did nobody know? I don't know who the trick is in the office who told everybody. I don't know who that trick is. This shit's going to get interesting tomorrow.
But then, then we had an incident today, though. Wait.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got to show one thing. Because it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
You really are having issues with the thing. Judy Merrick Garland. Oh, there we go, Stonewall. I see it.
Good job. Well, Pepper, these chunks of pineapple are good.
They are good. No one's joining us today.
No one wants to come and say hi to us?
Say hi. Talk about any of the fantastic issues that we want.
You ain't got to come. It's okay. We understand. What you got to say?
This is what I have to say. So because the right has been saying, the FBI is this and the FBI is, and they've been doing all that negative FBI rhetoric, an FBI field office was attacked today in Cincinnati, Ohio.
And they killed his ass. Come on. Come on with it.
A person named Ricky Schiffer.
Well, we have to be careful, because allegedly it's Ricky Schiffer. They have not officially announced that it's Ricky Schiffer. Wait, we have to be careful. Because Ricky Schiffer's people might be looking. It's allegedly Ricky Schiffer.
It's not Ricky Schiffer.
But his name might allegedly be Ricky Schiffer.
It might rhyme with Dickie Piffer.
So, Mr. Schiffer robe. I'm getting black as we go along.
If Fox News could say whatever they want to say, if InfoWars, well, he's in trouble. Maybe that's a bad example.
No, it's just allegedly. Let's just say allegedly. It don't hurt nobody.
Allegedly. It just talks.
Show me the search warrant.
No, but he brought a nail gun to the FBI. Is like shooting inside the door.
Oh, he had an AR-15 as well.
Yeah,
but he had a nail gun.
Well, I don't know what that. Oh no! Oh, that's it.
No.
Yeah, we're getting another one of those. Anyway, so he came in but so Merrick Garland had to make a speech. The quote I got from him is, "I cannot stand by silently while their integrity, the FBI's integrity is unfairly attacked. The men and women of the FBI and the Justice Department are dedicated, patriotic public servants." And we do. I mean, there's going to be more if they keep saying what they're going to say. There's going to be more bloodshed because this guy, Piffy Differ, he will on his site is like, we all have to attack. We all have to go out there. We all have to do our job. I mean, he was promoting even more violence.
Well, they all are. No,
Yes.
They all are promoting violence, and that we have to defund the FBI and do this and do that. And I'm just, how's my skin? It's a skin check. Okay, we're good. But yeah, so
you and I are both like looking at stuff going, what just...
Oh, wait, hold on. So I got to talk about this. What did John Michael Beck just say?
I don't know what he's talking about.
This just in. Provincetown storm makes sewer system go down. Peeps can't go to the bathroom as much as they want to. Hashtag true story. Wait, so in Provincetown, y'all can't go to the bathroom?
Can you just pee in the gutter?
The gutter. Okay, I need to know what that means. You need to explain that a little bit more.
Not Piffy Differ.
Okay, please someone come on and help us.
We're losing it.
Because this is so good.
Okay, we have to do this. Now we're finally.
Where are we? I know where we are.
You know where we are.
All right. So.
You doing it?
No, go ahead.
No, you can. I don't care. I'll show an image and you
show
talk
an
about
image.
it.
Because this is like, okay, we're going to show an image. Take the StreamYard thing down because we're going to see the image. All right.
This is Ivana Trump's grave.
I was going to say, don't let everybody guess what that is.
This is Ivana Trump's grave. They buried the man who claims to be one of the richest people in the world, buried his ex-wife.
Hey, Patrick.
Here.
Honey.
This is Ivana Trump's grave.
Her grave.
Another image. So this is the golf course in New Jersey that they have. She's buried by
in New Jersey.
She's buried by the first tee. You can see that red spot, Trump's family plot. Buried there.
Y'all.
I read it like there was a headline that went, Ivana Trump buried on a Trump golf course for a tax break reason, and I went, well, that's bullshit. I've been reading about it all day. They buried Ivana Trump on a golf course for a tax break reason.
On a golf course for a tax break reason.
New Jersey tax code exempts cemetery land from all taxes, rates, and assessments. And they basically they set up the whole cemetery thing earlier, and then they buried her there. They consecrated the ground because evidently she needed a Catholic service. They consecrated the ground and they buried her there. And there's nothing that says how many bodies constitutes a cemetery. So burying one Trump body on the Trump golf course in New Jersey can designate it as a cemetery so they get the tax break for a golf course.
They get about $90,000. They save $90,000 a year. Honey, if an actor made $90,000 a year, can you imagine? Just one of us actors making $90,000. Okay, Alice says, show it again. People need to see it again. This is how they buried that heifer. Look at how they buried her. The grass is dead. There is dead grass.
It looks like it's winter time, but it's summer. The whole thing, even like this image, it looks, well, they're not watering their lawns. That's not a good golf course.
Honey,
I don't know.
She might be the first tee, but he is the first hole.
So in 2016, do you know what the same golf course did?
No, what did the same golf course do, honey?
The same golf course, I should name it. So this is Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey. We should actually name it. In 2016, the golf course benefited from a farmland tax break because they designated it for agricultural purposes. And he basically started raising a herd of goats on the golf course so he could save $88,000. The man will do anything. The man, he buried his ex-wife on his golf course to save money. Holy moly.
I'm burying your ass in the backyard.
No,
I'm gonna throw your ass right in the backyard.
So Playboy writer Alex Thomas wrote this. Trump actually turned Ivana into a sand trap.
You know what?
That was...
You know, when we learned that she had passed away, it was like, I don't know what to say.
We didn't know. You and I were a little speechless.
I don't know what to say about it.
We were a bit speechless.
But guess what? Whatever you have to say about, she did not deserve.
No, I don't think so.
To be buried.
And I don't understand how
at the golf course.
How did her kids go? Yeah,
they
Dad,
don't care.
Yeah, Dad, bury Mom in the golf course.
Bury her ass
What's going
here.
on? I can't imagine Ivana Trump in her New York life said, "Oh, you know where I want to be buried."
Oh, see, here's the thing, though. He already mad at Ivanka, because Ivanka showed up at the July 6th meeting and was like, burr, 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 burr. And so he already mad. Said, "Bitch, you better not say nothing. You better not say one thing."
Patty said what a lot of us are thinking. That's why he killed her too. She just fell down some stairs. I mean,
Yo,
allegedly.
She
Allegedly.
She fell downstairs. We can say that. She fell, bitch. Can't stand your punk ass. Look, she fell down the steps. We don't know how she fell down the steps.
Allegedly.
Right before the Trump family was supposed to go in front of the... Get away from me. Get off of me. Why are you touching me on my fat part? Bitch, you better stop. Okay, so...
Oh, God. She got Epsteined.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Allegedly.
I was going to keep drinking.
Okay.
I need to learn lines tonight. I don't know why I'm drinking so much.
So, the Dor McAllen Church. You know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. I don't even know where this is. Do you know what state this is in? I forget.
Texas, bitch. What?
In Texas, bitch.
The Dor McAllen Church in Texas.
They decided to mount Hamilton. I have some scenes from Hamilton. I'm gonna just share. I'm gonna tell you something. You tell me if you figure it out. This Dor McAllen Church, they inserted some energy, some thoughts into the scenes.
Can I say something
of the
first?
original Hamilton?
Can I say something real quick?
This is 13 seconds.
I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what Hamilton is,
oh my God,
Hamilton
really?
is a musical written by Lin-Manuel Miranda about Alexander Hamilton.
Off the Deaf book by Jeff Chernow.
By Jeff Chernow.
There we go.
This book and this play and
Pulitzer Prize winning, Tony winning,
Grammy, etc., etc.
Blah blah blah.
This is written by someone who is incredibly pro-gay, incredibly pro-people of color, and incredibly just a good person. This is what they did.
Allegedly.
Heavenly Father, I pray for Alexander. I pray that you bring him peace of mind, that you would restore his family and his marriage. In Jesus' mighty name I pray.
How many people recognize those words from Hamilton? In Jesus' name,
work, work.
So I have one more clip. I have to do this one because it just... So as you can see, there's a lot of God and Jesus references that were never part of the original production. Take a look at this clip.
But I'm not afraid. My hope is in Jesus. If you could just give him a chance today, that would be enough.
Singing on key would be enough.
That would be enough.
That would
Hold
be
on.
enough. Ding.
Enough. Okay, look, y'all. So this is what had happened. These motherfuckers have been doing this for years. They have been taking like licensed material and changing it into God stories for years now. They've
They
been the Lion
claim that
King.
they're a church.
They're a church and they can do what the hell
They
they
can
want.
do what
right?
they want.
They literally stole. They stole the costume design. They stole the lighting design. They stole the set. They stole the script. They stole the music. And they said, and when they were told to stop and desist, stop and resist.
What is the opening line? Like, son of a whore's son. Is that the one? The one thing? And they didn't say whore's son. I forgot what he said. Like all of the
a whore's son.
They changed the line. Did all this? So
they just changed everything.
There's a pastor, Pastor Victor Lopez, who then kind of works, I guess, for the
the glass bitches,
Dora McAllen Church, and he said this after the show. He gave a little spiel.
God can help you tonight. He knows exactly what you've gone through. You've gone through maybe broken marriages. Maybe you struggle with alcohol, with drugs, homosexuality.
Maybe you struggle with alcohol, with drugs. Maybe you struggle with homosexuality.
Just because I have a bottle of poppers in my purse does not mean I struggle with drugs. Or alcohol.
Alcohol?
Or homosexuality.
Oh my God. He got crucified for, well, that might be a bad word. Allegedly.
Did you say he was crucified?
I did. But he was. Because he's basically talking about homosexuality. You might have struggled with homosexuality, indicating it's, I don't know, bad. You and I are the king of homosexualities.
And drugs and alcohol. Well, not drugs so much.
Drugs. I don't do drugs.
80s, 90s, occasionally in the 2000s. But not...
So
anyway,
in the beginning, everyone was kind of, okay, this is happening. But then they live streamed it. And once they live streamed it for money... Then they got into trouble. Lin-Manuel said, grateful to all of you who reached out about this illegal, unauthorized production. Now lawyers do their work, and always grateful to the Dramatists Guild who have the backs of writers everywhere, be it your first play or your 50th. And as you can see, the Dramatists Guild condemns the Dora McAllen Church for this unauthorized production. So
what's going to happen?
So yay, Dramatists Guild.
Yeah, but what's going to happen?
I don't
know. Because putting out a very tough statement. What the fuck? I want to see them get sued off their ass.
Well, they couldn't air this. They were going to air the thing twice, and they didn't. They couldn't. Yeah. They had to take down all.
But it's the fact that they actually felt that they could do this.
Yeah,
that they could do it. That they could do this
by adding Jesus all over the place. Jesus and God willing.
That
would be enough. That would be enough. Now we have one more.
Stop it, y'all. Y'all gotta stop stealing shit, but here we go.
Here we go. So this is, part of this story is a good story. Part of it is. So there was a musical that was developed on TikTok. It was called The Unofficial Bridgerton Musical. I'm going to show you a clip. Let's just start with the clip.
All right, start with the clip.
If this is what you call a honeymoon, pacing around our separate rooms, running from our elaborate ruse, with
Daphne,
please forgive me your grace. Can't even look me in the face, and now I must lie in the mess you made.
The mess we made.
It was your mistake. You kissed me in the
I was prepared to take my life.
I stole your
I stole your faith.
I stole your faith.
I stole your faith.
I don't understand.
And now you're forced to love a man you hate.
Simon.
I thought that was, their voices are saying, I meant to redo that recording because I hit a button when I was doing the recording and it took out her voice. Every time it went high, they took it out. But really, her voice is quite lovely.
Yeah, they both have amazing voices. Well, this
real quickly, we have to give credit where credit's due. So that's Abigail Barlow and Nick T. Daly. Abigail Barlow is one of the people that helped create Bridgerton, the unofficial musical.
Yes.
Okay, now what were we going to say?
Now, it was written by Emily Barlow and Abigail Barlow and Emily Bayer.
And do you want to know what happened?
I do want to know what happened.
They won Grammys.
They won the Grammy.
Won Grammys. So they won a Grammy for the best theater album. There are your nominees, right?
Andrew Lloyd Webber,
Cinderella.
Girl from North Country, Les Miserables,
The Stage Concert.
Stephen Schwartz,
and the unofficial Bridgerton musical. And they won a Grammy for Best Musical. And here, all they had done is put it on TikTok, and they were able to parlay that into an album. But that's it, and they won a Grammy. They are the youngest Grammy winners of that category. And it is the first time a Grammy, I think, has been won out of a TikTok video.
But this is when it gets interesting.
This is when it changes. This is when we begin not to like. So this is Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear. There they are. Boom.
Yeah.
Happy. By the way,
look at
I'm going to point out the Barbie core.
Oh, shit. Barbie core is...
Barbie core.
Here's the messed up thing that's going to happen, y'all. Every day, y'all going to see Barbie core and be like, God damn it, Barbie core.
It's back.
Oh, Barbie! Barbie core!
It's not going away.
Right, so...
Our son just slammed his door.
He did. But here's the thing. All right, so they won the Grammy. It's all good. They have this huge thing that's happening on their followings are exploding.
And this is actually important. So Netflix even said absolutely blown away by the Bridgerton musical playing on TikTok. Netflix was okay with it.
Standing ovation.
Shonda Land, who created, they were okay with it. The woman who wrote the book, so I forget her name right now, everyone's okay with it because it was only on TikTok and there wasn't any money. There was no,
They are just boosting the property.
Yes.
Of the TM of Bridgerton. Then they decided that they were going to do a for-profit concert
at the Kennedy Center in DC.
The Kennedy Center in DC. No, and in London.
Well,
there were 3 concerts they had lined up for profit.
I think they've only done the Kennedy Center one, and they were charging up to $150 a ticket, and there were even like larger group
huge like Broadway celebrities all up and through there singing their works, right? Which is amazing and wonderful. Except except they didn't get permission from Netflix or Shondaland.
Or the woman who wrote the books whose name is out of my head.
Yeah.
I should have written that down.
And this is after Netflix and Shondaland said, we're going to give you a licensing deal. Going back to Lin-Manuel Miranda. We're going to give you a licensing deal. You can do your musical, but you have to pay us because that is our intellectual property.
Yes.
Well, these things said,
No. We're not going to do it that way.
They do their big old concert after saying no. I'm like, first of all, you just said no to Shondaland. Miss Shonda.
And Netflix.
Miss Shonda.
And Netflix.
Oh, she's bigger than Netflix. Miss Shonda, y'all said no to her.
And Netflix.
And so, all of a sudden, they did this thing, and Miss Shonda said, ha ha! We all women. I'm here for you, but you stole intellectual property from another woman and from my company. Honey, baby. You gonna hit show? You gonna show that? What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm showing.
So now they are being sued up the wazoo. When all they could have done is says, yes, baby, we will take
whatever
a
the
licensing deal with you so we can all make our money.
And I imagine that the licensing deal was that Netflix was going to get a humongous share and they were going to get a smaller share. I imagine that being the case. Don't encourage him. Don't.
Baby!
So I think they still have a tour planned at the London.
Canceled.
London. Oh, has it been canceled?
Done. All of it's done.
Well, there we go.
They are not now going to be able to perform their work that they won a Grammy for ever. They're not.
And the thing was, I mean, you wonder, did someone give them bad advice along the way? Did they just make up of their own minds? It's unfortunate, I find.
Or was it just white privilege? There's a thought.
I don't know where that came in, but I'll just nod my head.
That's all I'm going to say.
With white privilege, I will nod.
Was it? I don't know. This black woman owns all that shit, and y'all said, we ain't gonna need you.
I'm telling you, I don't think Shonda stepped into it too much. I don't think Shonda stepped in. I think it really
She made a huge statement today.
Well, she made a statement, but Netflix really took charge. They were the ones that were.
I just want to point out, this is our second one.
We have one more thing.
Do we? Oh, before we do our last thing, I want to say this. It is the final weekend for Midsummer Night's Dream at the Atwater Village Theater. And sadly, we are sold. We're oversold. We are oversold, I believe, for this week. And it has been an honor to be a bottom at the Open Fist.
Why am I not saying what I want?
I don't know what you're not saying. I just told you I was a bottom at the Open Fist.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Ha! And it's been great. And currently in rehearsals for Valley Song at International City Theater in Long Beach.
I was looking for this because I really just think that picture. I mean, it's
that
dark.
makes Midsummer Night's Dream look like a ghost story.
It is. It looks like you're going to get killed.
It looks like something that, it's like 12 years a slave. And it's all a dream. And it's kind of what it's about. It is. It literally is a slave narrative Midsummer Night's Dream.
So last time we were at the show, Stephen Stanley.
Oh, thank you, Heidi.
Stephen Stanley, I was talking to him at one point, and I said, he's a reviewer here in Los Angeles, and I was talking to him, and I said, it's interesting because when you think of Midsummer Night's Dream, you don't think that the lead character is Bottom necessarily, but with Michael Shepard in the lead of Bottom, all of a sudden the play becomes about him. And so Stephen Stanley looks at me and says, "Oh, so you're saying he's a power bottom?" And that's when I went, "A power bottom at the Open Fist Theater." Here we go.
Jason Kennedy, by the way, Jason Kennedy, I love and adore you, and I owe you a call. It's just like, it's been so weird, and I apologize for not getting back to you.
Don't do this one. Move your hand. Now we got to put the image back up. It is.
Right? The image.
It is so dark.
It is dark.
And you're nothing but light on stage. It's really weird.
That's the juxtaposition, boo. All right, last story. What we got?
We don't have any.
What we got?
Well,
Jeffrey Dorchin's here. Jeffrey's not been here for weeks. What's going on?
Did you just say an English sentence? So,
by the way, this is the new summer drink. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit is so good. If y'all ain't doing the chi-chi, I don't know what y'all doing. All right, ready?
Beto O'Rourke. Allegedly, Beto O'Rourke was making a speech, and he was talking about gun violence, and specifically Uvalde, etc. I'm going to play a clip for you. Many of you have seen it. It probably came out today, like all over the place. In the background, if you listen closely, you'll hear a heckler, and Beto doesn't like it much.
19 kids and their 2 teachers shot to death with a weapon originally designed for use in combat, legally purchased by an 18-year-old who did not try to obtain one when he was 16 or 17, but followed the law that's on the books, ladies and gentlemen, that says that you can buy not one, you can buy 2 or more if you want to, AR-15s, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and take that weapon that was originally designed for use on the battlefields in Vietnam to penetrate an enemy soldier's helmet at 500 feet and knock him down dead, up against kids at 5 feet. It may be funny to you, but it's not funny to me, okay?
I wish that I heard the word. I want to hear the motherfucker.
I sent you that.
Oh, do you send me the actual motherfucker?
He says, it might be funny to you, motherfucker.
Yeah. We can say it here. Oh my God. And I think what really hit me, 2 things. He went down on his knees when he did the Vietnam. I said that was such a great dramatic moment. And then the fact that just the second he cursed, there was just like a lightning flash in that room. They all just immediately started cheering the fact that this guy had been such an asshole in the back of the room. And they're just like,
Stop. Can I just say?
Yeah.
Beto O'Rourke can get it. He can get it.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly about it. He can get it.
So
our son is back home.
So we're doing our show. So you're gonna
Yeah.
let me do? No, wait. Bash.
So our son is
Give me
back
2 more
home.
minutes. 2 more minutes. Go.
And if you want to know why,
Woo.
please call me personally.
Woo.
You know, because he is back, and it's not because of anything.
No.
We
It's
can talk
not
about
bad.
it. Okay?
It's not bad. Do you want to say anything about this? Your being home?
Huh?
You don't.
Okay.
Bash. Anyways, so I want to do one thing about. So I went back and I was thinking, he's running against Greg Abbott for governor of Texas, Beto O'Rourke. Yes, Sebastian. Go. That's not cool. So he's running for governor, and I decided to go back, and I kept reading the phrase that Greg Abbott Greg Abbott kept saying, having stricter gun laws is not going to change the situation in Uvalde. And I went, that is such a warped thing to say. And so there's this speech where he had that press conference right after the shooting in Uvalde, and he had a press conference, and I have a clip, this 31-second clip, and I watched this and said, this is ridiculous. So listen to the difference between Beto O'Rourke, who's has it on his radar, we're going to stop gun violence in our state, and then this is Greg Abbott in the other side of it.
So the ability of an 18-year-old to buy a long gun has been in place in the state of Texas for more than 60 years. And think about during the time over the course of that 60 years, we have not had episodes like this. And why is it that for the majority of those 60 years, we did not have school shootings? And why is it that we do now? The reality is, I don't know the answer to that question.
So we're having this whole discussion. So I didn't know it was doing that bounce constantly. That was a mistake. It wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, but the bottom line of that, he goes, why did this happen? There are 60 years we had this law. Why did this happen? Truth is, I don't know. Would you want that governor, that guy who has no plan as to how to fix the shootings in Texas? That's ridiculous. And of course, he knows because he's getting monies in his pockets on a regular basis from certain peoples to not say anything. So get him out of office.
Again, Gregory Abbott can't get it.
No.
Beto O'Rourke,
you can get it.
You can get it.
You can get it.
That's all I'm going to say. You can get it. Beto O'Rourke.
Any last licks, Michael Shepard?
Beto O'Rourke. That would be my last lick. Hey, Tion.
Who's in with gays?
What is the chin up thing? What was that?
I know, because I'm kind of fatty. Love y'all. See you next. I guess we'll see you next week. I'll be here. Bye.